Hey guys, this is Chris and welcome back to OCD. Today I've got a whole bunch of Star Wars books on the road to 107. Some of these you're going to look at and go, Chris, don't you have better grades than these in your collection that you currently have? And yes, I do. But there's a reason for a couple of these, and I'll go through it as we go along here. We're going to start off with one from 1978. This is Star Wars number 7. And this is in a CGC 9.4. Chris, what are you doing? You collect 9/8 of this. What's going on? I do, but this has the pizzazz insert. So if you've ever heard of, if you've been in the comic collecting business for a while, I'm sure you've heard of the Mark Jewelers inserts. They were these little inserts, catalogs, mini catalogs that were in the middle of the of some books that were put on army bases and armed forces bases throughout the world, so soldiers could buy jewelry for their loved ones and ship it home. And those are fairly rare. I mean, finding them in books are fairly uncommon. I mean, you do find them a lot, but not as common as just standard books. This is even rarer. These are the Pizzazz inserts. Now, if you grew up in the 70s like I did, Pizzazz was kind of like a pop culture magazine. You got some previews of some movies and articles and things like that, almost like a Starlog sort of thing. But Pizzazz was like a pop culture magazine, and it didn't last very long. It lasted for like 4 years, like 77 through 1980, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a very short amount of time. But Star Wars 7, 8, 9, and 10 had in the middle of them, you probably can't see it, but there's a pizzazz insert in the middle of this book, and it just basically advertises the magazine. Very rare, only in 4 Star Wars comics, and way rarer than the Mark Jewelers. And I wanted to collect those. Kind of a weird collection to have the pizzazz inserts. But yeah, that's number 7. Similar, here is number 9. Now, I did have a number 8 in my collection from when I was a kid, and that turned out to be a CGC 9.8, and it had the pizzazz insert. I couldn't believe it. But the other ones I had did not. But here is issue number 9. Same deal with this. It's got the pizzazz insert in the middle. Now, I do have number 8 and a 9.8, and I've if you want to go back and look at my videos, you'll find it there somewhere. It's probably 5 years ago at this point, but it is there. But yeah, the only one I'm missing now is number 10. So please don't go steal it on eBay. Let me get it so I can finish it, and then you guys can do what you want. No, seriously. I'm looking for number 10. Star Wars number 10 with the pizzazz insert. I'm looking for it in a 9.0 or better with white pages. I'd like it to have white pages, but I know there's one out there currently that has off-white pages, but yeah, I'm just looking for a better page quality than that. And then the last couple, I'll do this one first. I had sent in 3 CBCS books, and to get to reholster them into CGC, with CBCS no longer really accepting submissions and going out of business. I had 3 books. And this was one of them. I sent it in. It was a 9.4. I thought it could do a little bit better than that, so I had CGC press it, and it came back, boom, a 9.6. So I did really good on this one. Went from a 9.4 to a 9.6. This is the Star Wars issue number 5 from 1977. This is the reprint, the multi-pack reprint edition. You can tell it has the reprint here in the corner box and the diamond and the no UPC symbol in the back. And this is the 35-cent version of this book. And yeah, so I was really excited about this because I had this in a 9.4 CBCS, and I sent it in. I didn't know what it was going to come back as. And in the interim, I had already picked up another 9.4 in this. And I'm like, oh boy, you know, if it comes back the same, I'll just sell one of them. But it came back at 9.6, so I'm like, whoa, cool. When does that really happen? It usually goes the other way around, so I was really kind of excited about that. I also sent in a Star Wars number 6 multi-pack edition. That one was a 9.4. It came back a 9.4. So that one stayed the same. But I think I've got that up for sale now because I already have I think a 9.6 in that. I bought that in a package deal with a couple other books. this one was the one I was really worried about. So I own the original cover art to this issue, and I saw this on eBay. I think it was eBay or it was my comic shop, one of the two, and it was CBCS, and it was a 9.8, and I'm like, should I send it in or not? You know, because the chances of it coming back in the same grade, you just don't know. And but I sent it in, and sure enough, it came back at a 9.8. This is Star Wars number 72. Joe Duffy with the story, Ron Frenz and Tom Palmer with the cover in the art. But what makes this one even more special, it's the 75-cent Canadian price variant. So, believe it or not, I was really scared. I was like, should I just keep this as a CBCS or should I send it in and take the shot? And I only had 6 CBCS books in my collection. I just got 3 of them back. So, I have 3 more CBCS books. Those are Walking Dead books, and those are currently at CGC to get reholstered. So I'm kind of hoping we do some better grades on those. So we'll see when those come back in. But I'm really excited to have this because I saw this and it was a really good deal. I got it at a steal, really. And usually the Canadian price variants go for a little bit more than the standard, either direct or newsstand editions. But you know, having the Canadian price variant is kind of cool. You know, it's kind of like the Mark Jewelers. They're out there, and if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. No big deal. It's just something more to collect and something more to be excited about. Or really, I just wanted it because I had the cover art to this. But that's it for today. 4 additions to the road to 107. Still having fun, still collecting. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and have a great day. See you next time. Bye.